Hey and welcome guys, welcome to video number 3 and it's all about monetization. So in this video I'm going to teach you how to monetize your personal brand. Now why would you want to monetize your personal brand or your business brand? Well, the reason is because it's going to be very difficult for you to justify allocating the time, the energy, the resources to growing your personal brand if it's not a payoff. So that's the one of the main reasons so that you can continue to grow your personal brand, because it produces income for you. Now, what we've come to realize is that usually in anything in life or business or career, your income is a reflection of the value that you produce, meaning the impact that you have for your company, your organization, or your audience. So when you monetize your personal brand, just know that if you have a small audience, your content and value only reaches and impacts a small audience. You're probably then only going to make a small amount of income, meaning you're only going to be able to monetize in direct proportion to the amount of value and impact and people that you're able to reach. So with that said, we're going to get started on talking about the ascension model so that you can get the basic foundational understanding of how to monetize your personal brand the right way from the get-go. Now, I want you to understand that what we're talking about is to have a lot to do with where you're currently at. Meaning, if you have a large audience of people already, you already know what you're doing with your personal brand. You're reaching a lot of people, impacting a lot of lives, and adding a lot of value. And it's going to be a lot easier for you to make more money because you have the foundation in place. Now, if you're watching this and you're just getting started, or you have a very small or absolutely no audience at all, and you're just producing some of your first pieces of content, then this is going to be really important for you to understand the foundation of how to use your content. Now, as we talked about the ascension model, how to take people from your free content and ascend them up to your paid content and your paid programs and your paid services. It's an ascension model of getting people to get from knowing you to liking you to trusting you. Because let's be honest, it's very unlikely that someone's going to give you their money if they don't trust you. So what we're trying to do here through your personal brand in order to monetize it is that we're trying to get a lot of people to know, like, and trust you and get value, great value from your content. So they have to like you, and ultimately that has to happen consistently in their lives to the point where they eventually trust you enough and see you as the logical person where they would buy a product from you, whether that's your own or an affiliate product, because they see you as someone that they can trust and then buy from, and perhaps you're being referred to them, which is great, of course, as well. Now, as we dive in here, we're going to use a couple of pieces of terminology. We're going to use free gated and ungated. Now, think of it this way. Gated content means that you just walk into, for example, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, a blog, an article, or anything of that nature. And it's ungated. So you can walk right in and you can start consuming the content because it's free and available. Then gated content is also free, but you have to give something in return to get through the gate, something to unlock and access this free information. So it could be a version that you've probably experienced it. You have to give, for example, your name and email address in order to access this free training, to download a book, anything you can access by giving something in return. So a name and an email is usually the ticket. Then you're going to find that it's unlocked and you're going to get some emails, and you're probably directly going to get access to whatever it is that you want access to. Now, you probably see this all over the web because it's very, very commonplace. And there's a lot of health, wellness, information content. There's a lot of value, and it's ungated, which means you can go to YouTube, find, for example, a channel and consume the content for free. Then they might say, hey, go to my website and sign up for my free letter or a free video, set, or get your mindset right. Therefore, download my cheat sheet and, get access. But you have to enter your name and email, and then it's what is going to get sent to you. So that is gated, yet still free content. So what you want to do is you want to offer somebody something for free, ungated free content that they don't have to do anything for in return apart from consume your content. And then the logical thing is to take them to something else that's not free, but it's higher level. It's something a little bit more than just basic. This is where it starts to get a little bit more advanced. So it's eventually leading them to come to the logical conclusion as they're working through your content ascension that they're now going to give you a little bit of their information. They've shown up and they've shown you now that they like your content enough to consume more of it. They're going to now hopefully give you their name and email and unlock the gates to more free yet gated content. And then the reason that this is important is because it shows you that they go from just knowing you to liking you enough to want to express interest and commitment to moving their way up the ascension. And that gets them one step closer to potentially becoming interested and who knows, maybe becoming a client or a customer for your products and services, or something that you can affiliate yourself with and get a commission from. So this is perfect. This is the know, like, and trust levels. And so another reason it's important to get people's information to unlock the gate, metaphorically, of course, is that now you can build a social following where people are consuming your content for free, the ungated platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, you know the ones. But in addition to that, you're now also building an email database. And some people think that emails are a little bit outdated and old, but I'm here to tell you this is not true. The value really is in your list. It's just that some of these people may not be using it right. The value is in the list and your relationship with that list. Most people who work in a business, work in their business, still use email every single day. So it really is another good way not to just build up your social media following, yet to reach and impact those people a lot more. But it's very important that you build an email database. And in addition to just building these emails, you can also ask people to give you their cell phone number, for example, so that you can now text message them with other value. So the next thing in this ascension ladder is texting their offers. And you can email these things as well, or you can messenger them. So now as you monetize and grow and scale your personal brand, you're now creating more and more of a social media following. And you'll also have some of those people on your email list and potential on your text messenger list as well, because a lot of people are open to text messages. And depending on your audience, a lot of these people are also open to emails, in addition to following and liking posts. This allows you to have your eggs not just in one basket, so to speak. So you can diversify how you reach people, how you impact people, and how you monetize those different offers from those people and serve them at a higher level. So it's very important that you set something like this up. And there's a lot of different platforms and websites and technologies out there that allow you to effortlessly and easily and affordably learn how to use these different technologies and softwares to bring people up in your essential model. There's a lot of different plugins and there's a lot of different apps out there who will help you do that. And if you want, I'll help you set that up as well. So the better you set this up, the more financially beneficial it's going to be for you. Now, a lot of influencers these days are not business people. And that's okay, because some people don't want to have a business. They just want to have a personal brand that allows them to create content in a way that they enjoy, that they can impact people with through education or entertainment. And they don't want to have a business. They might not even want to have products or services. And so a lot of the time nowadays, people are using their personal brands and monetizing them specifically through affiliate offers, which means that it's someone else's business that they're promoting. So you might only create free or gated content on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, blah, 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 depending on the platform you choose. And you can just refer to other people's products, other people's gated free content that will put them into a sequence that will logically bring them up to wanting to buy a product or service now at some point or in the future. And then either one of those scenarios, you will be financially compensated, whether it's your own product or someone else's product, you see? And you could also get paid through a variety of different ways. PayPal, blockchain, credit card, check, there's so many ways nowadays to receive money. And so bringing people up in an essential model is the first thing to being aware and understanding that you should have an essential model as an element of your personal brand. It has to make it easy and effortless for yourself to monetize people in a seamless way. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about when it comes to an essential model is optimizing the lead flow. And all that really means is that if there's a difficult scenario where your audience feels confused about how to work their way up buying from your platform, whether it's a product or a service, then it's going to create a conflict and your audience needs to be able to effortlessly buy something, right? So think of Amazon, for example. It's very easy for your eye to go astray on Amazon. On your computer, phone, tablet, whatever, it's really easiest to find a product, buy the product. There's not a lot of friction. And then you find more products and buy more. In fact, they've even got that one-click purchase. Press the button and you've got the product. They make it as easy as possible for you to buy. So the optimization of their flow is very, very easy. So think about Amazon as researching for the product, adding a product to your cart and then purchasing the product. How can you make this as easy as possible? How can you optimize it? And just as it should be for you when monetizing your personal brand, you want to make this as easy as possible to optimize your lead flow and your ascension. And a good way to do that would be, for example, starting on, we've talked about them, the LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, all of those. Now, some of the predominant platforms that are most commonly used for building a personal brand or building a channel would be to plug in some type of free or downloadable training, some checklists, a PDF, an ebook, lots of different scenarios here of things that you can create at this level that someone would give you their name, email, or possibly their telephone number for in order to access and unlock the gate. So they get their next free thing. You plug that link into your bio. You plug it in on all different channels that make it easy and possible for people to effortlessly go from here to there, to your purchasing page so that you can monetize your personal brand with ease and grace and flow. So again, you want to make sure that you don't just rely on your own products and services. Always have more than one revenue stream. Because, as I mentioned before, a lot of people with their personal brands that are influencers may even just be getting started. They don't know what they want. They don't even have a business. They probably won't want a business. Or they just have a bunch of services or products. And so the quickest way to fulfillment without all the complexities is really to facilitate the transaction for the customer. The easier it is, the more content there is, the easier you are going to ascend them and the more sales you're going to make. So when you realize that you're serving your audience, you're generating more and more content, more value for them, you're getting the know, like, and trust factor that's necessary to monetize your personal brand, the better it's going to be. And in those early stages, like I said, if you just have a small amount of people who know you because you've only been producing content for a little bit, it's okay. Just keep going and keep justifying it in your personal brand, because if you weren't receiving compensation yet, it just means that it's on the way. Now, In order to get you to a really clear path to knowing that your income of your monetizing your personal brand, there's usually a direct reflection of the value and the impact that you've added to your specific audience. So add value as much as you can. So if a lot of people know you because you have a lot of valuable content on one or more subjects, it's going to be very easy for you to naturally ascend people up. Now, this is without running advertisements. This is simply a natural and organic way for you to take people who follow you on social media, who consume your content that you create for them, and you simply plug them into a logical platform where you're building your personal brand. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Because, of course, these are the most popular, which is why I suggest that you start building your personal brand there. And when you take these people through your now new funnel, you are going to get more and more and more sales. So it really is very easy and effortless for you to monetize your personal brand. Again, this is just to give you the foundational understanding, give you a little visual and a little technology and a little terminology to help you understand how you can ultimately ascend people from your free content up to actually being able to monetize it and creating clients. So these are the basics. This is how you're going to get started when monetizing your personal brand. It only gets more exciting from here. And I really hope to see you in the next training. So until then, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.